improve the education system in the province. Can I ask the directors to just wave? Again, we do have our school principals, school task staff that is amongst us, and also the chairpersons of the school governing bodies that are with us as well, that are being, for those schools that are being recognized for the exceptional performance. Can I have those schools? Oh, sorry. All right, the first school is Tolly Senior Secondary School. Thank you. And then the second one is Osborne Senior Secondary School. Thank you. The next one is Sokaisa Senior Secondary School. Baseza, they're still coming, all right. All right, and then we have St. John's College from Amtata. Thank you, sir. We do have the Alexandra Road High School. Last but not least, we do have Cape Recife High School. Thank you. We also do have school principals from other schools who are also present today. It's Dumalisile Primary School. Thank you, ma'am. And also we have Jongikwezi Primary School. Thank you, sir. We are also privileged to have key stakeholders with us today, including representatives from NASGIP, which is the National Association of School Governing Bodies. Thank you, ma'am. We've got NAPTOSA amongst us. Thank you, sir. We have SADU. Thank you, sir. We have the Eastern Cape Education Advisory Council. Thank you, ma'am. We also have SAOU. They're not here yet. All right. We do have the Education Labor Relations Council. Thank you, sir. We also have the representative from the South African Council for Education. Thank you, ma'am. In addition, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our partners that have made this generous contribution to resources and support to our schools right through the years. The first one is Metro Computers. They're still coming. We have also Kumzi Investments. Thank you, sir. We have a representative from BTKM. Not here yet. Is Jen Consulting with us? Thank you so much, ma'am. We have also Palm Stationaries. Not here, yeah. And then Power Stationers. They're not here yet. All right. We also welcome the members of the media whose presence ensures that this significant event reaches the wider audience. We can see them around. And finally, I'd like to acknowledge all other distinguished guests present today. We appreciate your presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mama Ngwana, for those few kind words. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, as you know that the event is hosted by the MSc for Education, but just to acknowledge officially that our bosses, members of parliament, are also in the meeting, Honorable Pillay and Honorable Sondaba. Honorable Sondaba is our brand new chairperson for the Portfolio Committee on Education. Colleagues, let me request Mr. Mchida to do the honors of acknowledging members of the Learner Representative Council.
Out of that conference, 10 learners were elected to be the Provincial Representative Council of Learners. I'm not in a workshop because the temptation would be that I should just share some of the responsibilities that are expected to be played by these young ladies and gentlemen. Here Honorable MEC, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just coming to present them to you, Honorable MEC. After they were elected, they then went to represent the province with all the other provinces, I think around the 27th and the 28th of June, in a national conference. And I am informed that one of the activities that took place in the national conference was that there were panel discussions. And the chairperson that I'm soon going to introduce to you was taking part in those panel discussions. And there was a ranking that took place. And we obtained national positions 2 and 3 out of those competitions. It is pleasure, therefore, for me, Honorable MEC, honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you the delegates and the committee of our representative of Council of Learners as follows. The President, Uslal, President, not Deputy President. President. Now the President, who comes from Nyanga Senior Secondary School in the district of Krisani East, is Onako Komsana. Onako, thank you so much, President. The Deputy President from Kuyasa Senior Secondary School in Sarabatman is Yamkela Ponase, is not present, Deputy President. Thank you so much, President. You see, she is taking full responsibility of the members of the committee. And the Secretary, Udopala, Mr. Dame Walo Welikumhu Likulu, is from Cathcart High School and comes from Alfred Zo, from Amatole West, Oyena Bongo. Thank you so much, Oyena Bongo. Then the Deputy Secretary from Pagamadi Senior Secondary School. I'm laughing at this because I know what the say. Pagamadi Senior Secondary School, Krisani East, Ngusipele Zwane. Thank you so much. And then Udongowa, Treasurer from Dabankulu Senior Secondary School, Amatole East, Gumihle Mbudiswa. Thank you so much, Mihle. And then the PRO from Tsokota Senior Secondary School, Krisani West, is Sinalom Lungu. Also absent. Thank you so much. Then one who is responsible for health and safety is from Takamada Senior Secondary School, Joe Kadi Pelisa Matikade. Thank you so much, Pelpeli. Then one who's responsible for social development. So if at some point we may not have a Minister of Social Development, there can't be any vacuum here. Then from Tolosa Senior Secondary School, Patiswa, Abatole East is Eva Kaylee. Thank you so much. And then the one who's responsible for sports and culture, it's Mackenzie. What's this? For sports and culture from Bulelani Senior Secondary School, Krisani West is Olani NGO. Is also not here. Thank you so much. And the last but not the least, also from Abatole East, he is responsible for curriculum. Did you just come? You may retire. She comes from East Solom's Senior Secondary School and Dinanko Fordo. We want to congratulate. We did it on the day in which they were elected. We gave them some few words. But today, on this august occasion, we thought that Honorable MEC, we should also take this opportunity and come and present them to you. So that's our RCL. Can you give them a very big round of applause? Thank you. Enkosi ke bantwana bam. Enkosi.
Thank you, Mr. Mchida. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I should think that was concluding the part on acknowledging people who have just joined us in this room. I've just received a message that Sis Pinky Tsalo has also just joined us from Sister Walker Child School. Welcome, Sister. Thank you. Colleagues, we're now changing gear to the key main purpose of today. Just to say that as a sort of background to it is that in the department, we run a program called teacher support as well as teacher appreciation. And it's a program that was started by Professor Kada Asmal way back in 2002. And we have been in the process of appreciating principals of schools that do better. The MSc whispered to us last year that, look, after we've presented the metric results, how do we honor teachers, people who teach, people who do the delivery of curriculum in class? And how do we acknowledge these individuals? And given that, we were requested to pull together a concept note, a document, or a think piece that will pull together the idea and present it to the MSc. We did that, and we started in partnership with OTP, Office of the Premier. And out of that process, I should think we were able to start with a selection criteria. How do you choose the best out of the best? When it comes to selecting the best out of the best, sometimes you will leave many people aggrieved that I was not selected, I was not chosen, and all of that. But it's the nature of the game. And what it actually does, MSc, it talks to one dimension of strategic thinking, which is the ability to feed back to your constituencies, the ability to motivate your constituencies. I was given a task by the Skills Development Committee to talk on strategy as a means to an end. And in the process of preparing this paper, I came across what you might call theoretical foundations of strategic thinking. And I was so impressed with something like 5 to 6 theories that inform strategic thinking. 3 of those 6 authorities on strategic planning, they were about motivation and feedback. And I should think what it does, it summarizes what we're about today. How do we feed back to our teachers? How do we motivate our teachers to do the good work that they are doing? We now have to receive colleagues who are going to talk to the MSc and the department as a show of appreciation, the work of the department and the work that the MSc is doing in the department. Colleagues, let me take the honors for a message of support that will come from the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Education, just to say a word or so before we start with everybody else, and on words of appreciation. Chair, Honorable Sondaba, to come forward.
Thank you so much, Program Director, MEC, the Bishop, my colleague, Honorable Pillay, HOD, SMS, social partners, schools, learners, all established protocol. Let me greet you this morning in the name of the development of education in this province. I feel like when we were given a slot, firstly I was reluctant, but I feel that I must greet as a new chairperson of the Portfolio Committee. With Honorable Pillay as a new whip of the committee. Program Director, we are so delighted as a Portfolio Committee to be part of this august occasion. Because we believe that as much as we are in the oversight and accountability ecosystem, we know exactly what we are doing on oversighting the department. But our relationship with the department, I'm very emphatic on this one, that our relationship with the department is professional and will continue to be professional. When we are engaging each other, it should be like that, not characterized by animosity, not characterized by disrespect. You can be robust, but still professional and respectful. This is what we're going to do. Mr. Sokucheka was making an example in one of the hearings I attended. In my other life, I was still a municipal manager of one of the municipalities which I was deployed to. And in this meeting, there were members of Portfolio Committee oversighting the department, a particular department. And I always relate this. I wish to leave that meeting, but I felt because I'm not that clumsy person, I remained in the meeting. Because, for instance, to be on this side of the table doesn't mean that I'm wiser now. We were together with Ray, I was relating this story, a National Education Crisis Committee in the 80s. Then when I'm sitting on this side, as much as we're not going to be friends, but I have to do what I'm supposed to do, but at the same time, I must not show disrespect on him. It must be characterized by that friendship. All of us we are in this together, this cause of education, which we need to commend the Department of Education. Because everyone, whenever is talking about the question of education in this province, whatever development they are talking about, it seems that they were somewhere, in another planet. They don't locate whatever they are saying on a historical context. That we never had proper infrastructure in this country up until 1994. And 30 years is not enough for all of us to have that infrastructure. And we never had quality education in this country up until 1994. This is the kind of situation we are faced with. And we need to be very realistic about that. And when journalist MEC phoned me about our visits to schools, and telling me about other parties who were part of, and say the situation is bad in schools, infrastructure, this and that, and all those things. As much as we're not going to refute that, but it's not bad as they are saying it. We commend our schools, we commend our district offices because of the work they are doing out there. And we need to appreciate, under difficult conditions, we need to appreciate that. And the point we are making is that we have seen the department that is turning the corner. And with when the department achieved in the whole country, because, you know, more than any other province, Eastern Cape should be celebrated more. It's big, vast, rural, and all, you can name all sorts of problems which we are sitting with as a province. Some people would say, "Andiyombongi, andizongozobongi department," but I'm saying this because I'm very honest to this, and I want, because this is what we are doing here, to encourage and give incentive to the people who are making things to happen, HOD. We appreciate the department to do that and must continue to do it, because this has always been in the private sector, where they're giving each other bonuses and so on and so on. This must happen even in the public sector. And MEC, we've come here to support and the department and the management of the department and the schools as well. So we are saying forward with this gesture, and I think it's going to contribute to what we are already doing on the ground. So we are here to support, but we cannot hide and not say what we see in the schools, and appreciate what the department is doing. Thank you so much, Program Director.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Colleagues, we then have to request our stakeholders to be ready for messages of support. Because of time, we had decided to give each one of them just 3 minutes of their time. You know, in the past, we would ask them to come together and give us one message, but because of the gravity of the event, we've decided to give each one of them a minute. Mama Put, are you in for Naskip? Is us. Uzakwela? Oh, Isaac. As Umamuma Pundu is coming in, let me also welcome the legendary and the only Honorable Mr. Thandi August, Dr. Thandi August, who has joined us. He's my former teacher, let me admit. But also he's my former colleague. We worked together in the department for quite some time. As you all know that Mr. August is the former Springbok rugby player. And after retirement, he has been relentlessly working in the field of special needs in education. He was honored recently by Rhodes University, PhD, for the work that he has done in recognition. Thank you, Titi, for coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Program Director. Mandibulise, the MEC of Department of Education, the chairperson of the Body of Committee, ngenxa yexesha ndithi all protocols observed. As we are the NASGB from the Eastern Cape Department of Education, Association, supporting the Department of Education, deeply supporting. We are very proud for your intervention, MEC, to encourage, to motivate our teachers from the schools which are deeply rural. These educators, it's not an overnight work that they are doing. The commitment and the dedication that they are inputting in our schools is too much, because they work even over the weekends because of a poor learner of this Department of Eastern Cape. We appreciate also for your intervention as MEC. We can see as the parents of the Eastern Cape, kukho ilizwe eliphaya eBhayibhileni. Xa uYesu wayefika abafundi bediniwe ukungabambisi, wathi phosani ezantsi. We are doing that to say, let me put this effort in order for you to receive the quality results of this Eastern Cape. Thank you about that. Keep it up, the good work. We are here to support our schools. Irrespective, it won't be there overnight to change the situation that has been done for a long period. Like, for instance, we've got a challenge of rationalization, a challenge of emerging the schools, a challenge of realignment, whereby we are the parents, we are saying to the department, when you are doing that exercise, you must do the first thing before you implement that. Because we experience that there are more schools that the transport engathathiyo abantwana bethu, yet they've done this realignment, rationalization. Siyacela, as you see this RCL, how young they are. How about a senior primary, SPS school is dibana nesinye kufuneka abantwana bayokhwela pha, yet there's no scholar transport. We've been experienced MEC the challenge from the scholar transport. As we are speaking now, you've got a limit numbers ekufuneka kutransportwe abantwana. How about this rationalization? Xa izawuphinde kwenziwe, bazawuphinde bakhwele phi mos abantwana? Let me talk about my language, guys. Ngoba eyona nto indikhathazayo yeyoba sithi thina bazali abaphaya ezantsi esizibonayo i-crime rate ephezulu. Kwaba bantwana bazawuhamba ukutshilo uchairperson weportfolio wathi vast Eastern Cape indeed, and ithiwe ngendlela yemilambo nangenkosi ekufuneka ichotshelwe ngendlela ezakwenza into yoba wonke umuntu eve kamandi as stakeholders. Ndigqithe apho ndiye kumba wokokubana we are plea MEC that let us have as Department of Education a summit of a scholar transport with the DOT, so that sibonisane into kokubana what we can do, because as i-DOT senza lo msebenzi alone, sibukubetheka kuba even the contract ezinikwe service provider ziyasibetha sisikolo, ngoba isikolo simanga sona ndaweninye. Isikolo siyanda, abantwana bayancipha, ibe yona iskola transport sisathi thutha abantwana kwesasikolo singunabantu abantwana. Siyafuna ke ukuba siseliso sizokwazi ukwenza uhlengahlengiso sikho sonke. Kuzotsho kuphele le meko yokubonakala uba hey akumandanga ezantsi, abazali bayakhala and siyakhala. Kune subject apha as we are the nurse GP esithi xa siyijonga asiyiboni inika mntana mkhomba ndlela imathlete. Ukuba bekunokwenzeka mphathiswa kuke kufakwe izinto ezizakwenza isakhono ebantwaneni, because that mathlete is subject ndeyongezelekileyo umntana angapheli esiya kwi-interviews even nakwi-universities akunanto kuthiwa hayi nene uba uyipase kakuhle le mathlete siza kuthatha sikufake kwesi sikolo. Siyacela ukuba ike iselwiso because yenza i-disturbance kubantu. We know abantwana bethu, they've got the ability to make things happen. Irrespective, ndiye nditsho ke xa ndithetha ndithi ungangabi namali ungahlala emnqubeni woronda kodwa ingqondo le unayo unobutyebi unombono une-vision, you've got wisdom to make things happen. Ndizogqitha xa ndisiya kweyokugqibela ndikhawulezile siyacela siyi-NASGB maske sibuye kwingcinezelo esayinikwa ngamabhulu kwimfundo yakudala okanye kwi-boundary education yokokuba abantwana bethu babe nokulecturisha okanye batitshwe ngelanguage engezizo zabo. Mabaka batitshwe abantwana bethu ngale language iye yabo. In order for them, I'm telling you, they will achieve more because ngoku abazuthi xa befumana i-exam kuthiwa kuthethwe ngenye language umntana uzayi-understand ba ithini meaning yale nto ithethwa apha. We plea about that, Mr. Dywagadi, that kwi-curriculum ngasekwenje. With those words, we say thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Punt. Ungathi ndiku-intimidatile ke. Ndiye ndakujonga qha. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, in the process of executing his duties, the MEC remains advised by a council of wise men and women in the Eastern Cape. I will now call upon the Eastern Cape Education Advisory Council to come and pass a word of appreciation to the MEC. As the chair is coming over, just to say that we lost our chairperson, Professor Chatezwini, and in the process we acknowledged the amount of work that Prof did with the department. Especially he was part of our first strategic planning session, the first 5 years from 2016, and then he passed away when we were getting over into the second half of our new strategic planning. We have a brand new chairperson to come over. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Program Director. My name is Pumlangisi. I'm standing in as the chairperson-elect in the Advisory Council. To the Honorable MEC and the Honorable Members of Parliament and all protocol observed. Today I stand here to give a message of support to former colleagues. I say former colleagues because I am a teacher by profession. I was trained in one of the best colleges in the Eastern Cape, Algoa College of Education. If I was still in class, I would be 30 years in class now. Today we are celebrating excellence in teaching, excellence in running schools. And I'm excited, I must say, and to my colleagues, the principals, school teachers, I say well done. My leadership principle says everything rises and falls on the leader. I'm one of the former recipients of the Excellence Awards, whatever the format is, of 2003, when I was teaching at Nompumelelo Public School in Duncan Village. I know exactly what it takes to come to this place and be acknowledged for your work as a teacher. And to the schools that will be receiving these tokens of appreciation, these vehicles, I want to say to the school principals, keep on doing what you have done to be in this place. Keep the vision, keep the light, keep the trust of your colleagues. It takes being trusted by the staff, by teachers, to be able to execute the strategy to lead and manage. It takes getting their confidence. May these cars not divide you. May it present something strong. May when you look at these cars, may when you use them, kubeko that thing eti, we did it together. And to the learners, because it takes dedication, it takes consistency to produce results. I believe that those who will be awarded today did not just wake up and come here, but they put in something. As the ECAC, we stand behind the MEC because he has a great vision of transforming this province. And I want to say to the media, to the people who are responsible for bringing out news about the Eastern Cape Department of Education, give us more. We are dealing with perceptions out there. There's a lot of negativity, yet there are many things that the Eastern Cape is doing right. These schools have done this in the midst of every department failing them, because the Department of Education is not responsible for roads. The Department of Education is not responsible for psychosocial services. Other departments are responsible for that.